title of this video is a little intimidating. It's called the addition property of equality with decimals. Kind of in layman's terms, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have one-step equations, and we're going to learn to solve them by either adding or subtracting. And the reason why the word decimal is there is because we're going to have decimals in our equations, so you'll get a quick little review of how to add and subtract decimals as well. So this is just a bonus video. Addition property of equality with decimals, let's just jump right into it. So let's say we have this equation, u minus 7.6 equals 4.58. Our goal whenever we solve an equation is to be able to say that u equals some number. So when we can look at our whatever we have written down in front of us and we just say u equals a number, we can stop because we've got it. Right now we don't have u equals a number. We have this 7.6 which is in the way. So how we solve this is we look at what is being done to the 7.6, and you can see that it's being subtracted. So to get rid of the 7.6 from this side, and when I say side of the equation, this equals sign creates two sides. We have one side here and we have one side here. So we want the 7.6 to leave this side, and to make it, to be able to do that in a legal way, we have to do whatever, we have to do the same thing to both sides of the equation. So let's go back to what's happening. 7.6 is being subtracted. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So we show our work like this. We always want to undo things. If it's being subtracted, we add it. So what I was just trying to say a minute ago is if I add 7.6 to this side, I have to add 7.6 to that side. Okay? So now we need to rewrite. We double check this. And it should go to 0 if we've done our job right. We have a negative 7.6 plus a 7.6. That goes to 0. That's perfect. So the only thing we have left on that side of the equation is the u. Over here we have a 4.58 plus a 7.6. So we need to actually add those suckers together. So this is how we add decimals. We line up the decimal point. Notice I added the 0 after the 6. And then we just add. 8 plus 0 is 8. 5 plus 6 is 11, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 7 is 12. So we have 12.18. I look back at what I have written. I have u equals a number. I can stop because I'm done solving that equation. Let's look at another one. Let's try v minus 3.29 equals 9.58. All right. Do we have v equals a number? No, we do not have v equals a number. We have a 3.29 there. It's in the way. It's on the wrong side of the equation. So we need to get rid of that 3.29. The 3.29 is subtracting. The opposite of subtraction is what we need to do, which is addition. Okay, so we're going to add the 3.29 there, and we need to add it over here as well. Okay, again, if it helps you to kind of draw this line, that's good. Do it. Double check always, because sometimes you guess wrong, like you might not know what you're doing and you're guessing. Negative 3.29, positive 3.29. They cancel each other out. Perfect. So I only have v on that side. Over here I have a 9.58, excuse me, adding a 3.29. Let's line up those decimals. 9 plus 8, 17. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 9 plus 3 is 12. So I have v equals 12.87. Because I have v equals a number, I can stop and I'm done. Let's try another. W plus 2.28 equals 4.85. Maybe we don't have to do anything. Let's check. Do we have w equals a number? No, we don't. We have a 2.28 that's in the way. We need to deal with it. The 2.28 is being added. So to undo this addition, we need to subtract the 2.28. What you do to one side of the equation, you need to do to the other side of the equation. Always, always, always. And again, if you're one of those persons that likes to kind of check in and see how you're doing, these two steps, the things I put the arrows between, they should be exactly the same. They should be identical. If you subtract on one side, you better subtract on the other. All right, let's double check. Positive 2.28 minus 2.28 canceled. Awesome. We have w equals 4.85 minus 2.28. So I need to subtract those. Similar to adding, you line up the decimal points. Let me change that to an 8. So we have to borrow in this instance. We borrow just like normal subtraction. 15 take away 8 gives me 7. 7 take away 2 gives me 5. Let's see. 4 take away 2 is 2. So my answer will be 2.57. I have W equals a number. I know that I'm done, so I can move on. Let's try another one. Y plus 2.24. And if this is the problem where you're like, yeah, I think I got this, I'm kind of tired of listening to you, and you want to like hit pause, write it down, and try it on your own, and then check back, totally do that. I'm down with that. So y plus 2.24 equals 6.97. We know we're not done because we have 2.24 in the way, and that 2.24 is being added. So to undo addition, we subtract it. What we do to one side of the equation, we need to do to the other side of the equation. Again, make sure that these guys here match each other. They should completely match. This, we have a adding of a 2.24 and a subtracting of a 2.24. They cancel out. So that leaves us with y equals, and then 6.97 minus 2.24, that gives me a 3, that gives me a 7, that gives me a 4. So 4.73. I have that y equals a number. Now let's say that I'm doubting myself. I'm not really sure if that's right. In any of these problems I've done, and the beauty of this type of a problem, or any solving equations, you can plug your answer in and see if it's true or not. And it should be true if you did it right. So our equation was this: y plus 2.24 equals 6.97. We get an answer for y that we're going to stuff right here. So we're going to say, does 4.73, when we add it with 2.24, does that equal 6.97? So let's see, 473, 2.24, 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, 4 plus 2 is 6, and that's exactly right. So the beauty of these is, let's say you have a test or a quiz or something on it, you can just plug your answer right back in, you'll know right away whether you got a good grade on it. Get that problem right. Alright, I'm going to write down two more, probably be the last two if you want to give them a shot, and like write them down, hit pause, give them a shot on your own, come back. That's one. And let's do this one a little bit backwards. Let's do 15.3 equals y minus 1.45. Alright, why don't you hit pause, do those on a piece of paper somewhere, and come back and hit play and see if you get the right answer. So to solve the first one, x minus 9.85, we have to undo the minusing. So we're adding. What is it we're adding? We're adding the same number that's there. If we add on one side of the equation, we have to add on the other side of the equation. Just do a quick double check. Are they opposites? They are. And now I need to add 6.20, 9.85. That gives me a 5. Carry the 1. So I get 16.05. So not 116, just 16. All right. Bottom one, I think I said when I was writing it, I'll do it a little different. It's actually the same thing, it's just that this is the first one where the y or the x or the variable is on this side. It's on the right-hand side. That doesn't change the way we handle these problems at all. Okay? We need to get rid of the 1.45. It's being subtracted, so we add 1.45. Come over here and add 1.45. Just double check. Are they opposites of each other? Yes, so they will cancel. And now I need to do 15.30, 1.45, 3 and 4, and 16.75. Alright, I hope that helped, and I hope that you realize that sometimes when something might have super scary words to it, especially in math, it doesn't always mean it's going to be hard, okay? Because the addition property of equality can sound super intimidating. Don't let math scare you. Take charge of it and just be like, you're not going to scare me. I'm just going to watch it and see if I can do it, and I'll bet you found that this video probably wasn't that hard to do. So, alright, I hope this helped. Thank you.